After spending over 154 days in a Rise crossover, I decided to challenge myself. Could I get to max player rank? Hardcore edition. Now, what does this Noob to Pro getting to max level entail? Well, we have a lovely battle pass that is constantly updated every 2 weeks, and it has some pretty nice shadows in it. I'm not going to be using that. I'm also not going to be getting any help. No Robux, other than one game pass because I don't want to, lose my sanity entirely. And I cannot join any guilds, which means if I need the guild buffs, I have to make my own. This video is also meant to be a progression guide through the entire game, helping you where you're stuck. I will comment one disclaimer: this was recorded over the course of about 3 different updates, so there are some stuff that's changed, but I will make sure that I let y'all know some workarounds. So let's get into it. So here's our Noob account. I went ahead and gifted it the Auto Attack Game Pass. Now this is probably the first Game Pass you will always want to get, and if you have any Robux when you start the game, I would highly recommend getting it. From here on out, y'all are just going to be hearing the audio recorded at the time, and editing sisterguard will interject when needed. Now, I'm going to let y'all know right now, there's going to be a lot of quests. There's going to be a lot of things going on. So I will summarize as best as I can. Just be aware, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. And so if I kind of gloss over stuff, I'm doing quests. I'm doing things like that. So first goal, get a full team that we can utilize. Now, big thing to note when you're first starting off in this game, there's what is called a pity system, meaning after you have arisen something 20 times, you will get the next rank up from it. We're going to hopefully be using that to get some D ranks here starting off. We're also going to be using some codes, so let's knock out those. Alright, so several of these codes may already be expired, but this is what I was playing with at the time, so I just do want to show y'all this. You're more than welcome to try them, see if they work, and let me know if they do. 1.1 million likes. That was a big one because that is going to get us our first relic that we will be using, which is the Warn token. It also gets us a mount to help us move around. All right, that's all we're going to get. So no flying mount, but we did get a ton of potions. We also got 239 tickets. So the first thing we're going to be buying is double XP when I get 100 more. Now for levels, we'll go ahead and let you know I will be doing basically 2 into shadow for every one I put in agility and reach. This is because shadow damage is going to be our main way that we're going to get anything done. Right now I'm not using XP potions. I probably should, especially with how quickly we're going to get this stuff done. There is a new player stat called player experience. I would recommend doing 1 shadow, 1 reach, 1 agility, and then 1 XP, and then cycle through. And the first talent we will be getting is going to be Shadow Lord. This is going to give us a 10% chance for damage. The next one we're going to be grabbing is Ult Shadow Reduction because that's going to give them even more DPS, and we really need that. DPS is going to be our biggest hindrance, especially when we hit GM, GM+, and GM+. Now the next thing I'm taking a look at is how much damage these require, because I want the XP from them, and I want all the other rewards in between. Because those are really, really super easy things to get. So expeditions is going to be another one of those things we're going to need to seriously farm. So, and from what I have been told, daily and yeah, these guys have gotten a huge boost. So we're going to get a lot of early game levels. But I'm going to get to working on defeating the guys on this island, and then I'll bring them back. And we got our first D rank, which will help us out a lot. He's going to be a big boon. Now on the weekends, what we're going to have is the Ant Raid, which occurs at the 15 and 45 minute mark. Normally, it only occurs at, I believe, the 45 minute mark. Maybe you're wrong. I will double check. But that's going to be our next step, is going over and doing the ants. Because they have all the way up to SS, which is going to be the best that we can get in the overworld setting. So basically not in dungeons, castles, whatever. So that is going to be the goal at the moment. Now, we have been getting tickets because I've been completing quests. So what are we sitting at? We're at 246. So we got roughly about 13 tickets just from completing some daily quests, things like that. So the Dedu Island raid has started. So it is the 15-minute mark. Now, at the time I was recording this, G and N rank dungeons could spawn in World 1. They no longer can. It is only SS is the max. I would recommend farming those SS dungeons. We also are level 13. This has to deal with all of the quests we've been completing, as I have done up to the main quest for Defeat Lagorian, and we've done 2 dailies. The weeklies are going to take a little bit longer. That's fine. But the big thing we're looking for here is some ants. We're looking for the smaller ones, so I don't know if we'll actually be able to defeat this guy. We can try though. And we did get an ant. So here's why. We just got a D rank ant. We're not going to be able to do the queen at this point, but the goal will be to do the queen. I'm going to run around and do as many of these ants as we can, and I'll kind of show y'all our results. We're looking for anything that's the 400k and below. If we find like a 2 million, it's probably going to be doable. Also, I forgot we start the game with 2 spins, so let's go ahead and eat these real quick. See if we can get 1 tickets. We're hoping for that 100. Nah. But we did get 10 more tickets, which is very, very, very useful. So one other thing to note about the game is that all of the mobs have a chance to rank up beyond what they're set at. So say it's a E, it could be a D. So right now I am literally just farming these guys to see if I can very luckily get a higher ranked Uber, or I can build up this pity enough that I can get a rank up on one of the bigger guys so we can get a B unit. So this one, if we can arise it, we can have our first B. And we did. We got the rank up pity there on the top of the screen. We have our first B ant. The reason you want the higher ranked guys is it does increase their level that they can be. So the higher ranked, the higher they can be. So I feel like we got a lot of goodies. I'm going to head back to solo leveling and keep working on quests. And I'll bring y'all back when we move over to grass. Okay, I have finished all the quests for solo leveling. So we are going to go head on over to grass. There's some other quests over here to complete. Now back we've got like another update or something. I literally am just going to start going island to island, working through all of my quests and leveling up. We should not be getting any new shadows because we have B ranks, and the highest that the overworld guys can drop other than the world bosses is, it's not a lot. Now I am going to start getting prompted to go take hunter tests. I am going to hold off on these because I want to wait until we need to go to World 2, or I start needing the damage and level increases that come with it. But right now, we're not hurting. I'm not going to worry about it. So we've been at this for almost an hour now. Currently have almost a full B rank team. They do a lot of damage. What's going to happen from here on out, I will bring y'all back as we get more stuff, things like that. Because we're going to be doing this for a while. Otherwise, it's kind of just the same grind. What I'm meaning by the same grind is basically going to Ant right now, seeing if we can get better shadows, waiting for a better dungeon, and doing quests. That's kind of the progression you're going to be taking if you're doing this, and what I'm doing. Now, I've kind of maxed out what I can get from here. So what I think I'm going to do is we're going to go into castle. I'm going to see if we can do something from there because that will give us another big boon. Because we can't quite get the A rank ants yet. So let me go over to solo leveling and we can go into the castle. Now how castle works is it spawns on solo leveling or Dragon Island if you're in World 2. You start with a 15-minute timer from whatever floor you're starting on. And you basically can go as far as you want to. Now the mobs in here will start off, I believe it's A rank. And they can progressively get higher as you go further and further up. Now, currently, there's 200 floors in the castle, and there is a boss mob every 25 floors. They also drop a relic. Some are good, some are not. But every time you complete a floor, you get anywhere between 30 seconds to 1 minute on the clock. So you can be in there for quite a long time. It's also a really good resource to get keys, dust, It kind of gives experience, not that much though. But for starting out, this is really great because I can snag an A level. This does spawn on the 45-minute mark of the hour. So you're starting out, good place to go. So let's double check. Yeah, these guys are A rank. So that will be a huge boon for us. So I can pick up a bunch of A rank goobers. And because the rank up pity still applies here, we did get our first S. So every 5 floors in here, you are going to encounter a boss. We got probably the weakest boss that we could get, which is Icarus. So we can try to arise him. He is going to drop tickets. He has a chance to drop keys. He can drop dust. So it's not a complete loss. We did get him. We got him at S rank. Let's go. So, ironically, we have other shadows that are better than him. Alright, we got Mihawk on floor 10. Let's see if we can get him. We did. Got another S rank boss. I'm not complaining. Okay, we're starting to get the Infinite Tower quest popping up, and that one gave us 5 levels. That's pretty nice. Now, when you complete phase, you're going to get stuff for the Ant Island, which honestly, that's super OP, and we're probably going to go do right now because ants are about to spawn back in. And I want to go take on some of the bigger guys. Okay, let's go ahead and get that ant. And yes, we need 4 elite guards. Let's go. These guys are unfortunately only A rank. Not really what we want, right? But we will get a quest done. And now we have to defeat the queen. Okay, we got that done. Hopefully we can get Baru. And we did arise the queen as an S rank. No, unfortunately she is boo-boo apparently. But we are never defeating him. I'm going to keep working on quests because that's kind of where we at. I'm still holding off on doing my tests. Let's send it over to expeditions real quick. So we have Slayer's Village right here. Let's go ahead and start sending some of the guys as they get removed from the team. Let's just send them out once so I can get experience for me and I can get all these nice rewards. Because some of this is tickets. I really would like this. Well, we got a dungeon quest done and I got my first ever relic drop from a grass village. So it's not great, but it's an Arise level. We are working on Lucky at the moment. I'm level 36. I almost said 300, but we're nowhere near that yet. We got to get there at some point. But currently working on the Brutes for Lucky quest. And I am hitting a roadblock where my DPS is starting to suck. So that means I'm going to start doing my rank quest. As you can tell, I'm very excited about this. These are incredibly painful because they take forever. One thing I haven't talked about as we get near the end of actually doing the E rank dungeon is as you level up, complete different things in the games, you're going to get titles. And there also is subtitles. Collector means you have to get basically all the main units and whatever the dungeon boss is. So since we got Mihawk and Icarus, we went ahead and got those knocked out. But that is the E rank complete. And there is the D rank done. Alright, let's give it a try. They have QA. So I can do this. It's just going to take a very, very, very long time. You know what? We get for it, it's so worth it. As a reminder, you can't get G ranks in World 1 anymore. This would only have to be in World 2. Alright, first one to go down. Let's see if we can get her. Let's go. First G rank. Ooh, she's gonna be pretty when she's all leveled up. I hate this game so much. You know how long it took me to get, you know, that goober when we started playing the game? Also, I got a hive plate. It's B rank. So, as far as damage goes, we're now set up. God, I hate this game. My other playthrough was so rough trying to get, you know, anything for damage. Anything. And now it's like, here you go. Now, for those of you that are playing normally with the Battle Pass, at this point, what you would want to be doing is just getting up to S or SS Shadows, completing the SS player rank test, and then you're going to want to go to World 2. Just don't... I know y'all are seeing me get an N rank dungeon on leveling. Again, this footage is very old from before the change. You're also about to see why solo leveling dungeons are important and has to deal with awakening, and that is about to come on up. Now, I mentioned awakening, so other than in this part I managed to get the ×2 XP game pass, I also was doing a double dungeon for solo leveling, and in solo leveling, if you get a double dungeon, you get the statue. In order to awaken, which is basically you get a multiplier for your damage, your shadows get a buff, it's almost like a rank in itself. But in order to get that, you have to defeat the statue at the end of a solo leveling double dungeon. Big trick with this guy is when you go into the dungeon, clear it, and then you go into his room, take off your title and take off the high-end relics you're using, because part of his HP that he's going to be is based off of what you have when you enter that room. I had to do this twice because the first time I went in, his HP was not doable. So it got a little scary there for a moment. I almost failed it. But yeah, no, we should get it. For whatever reason, in his second stage, he's bugged. He just doesn't do anything. He just stands there. So in all, I got a M+, which is our first. And I got plenty of N ranks. So I am incredibly happy with that. And I have plenty of idiots I can go send off to go do quests. And we got a boss. I was not expecting to get the boss. So there you go. He finally went down. All right. Okay, I'm going to get back on... Actually, I'm going to send a ton of guys off on expeditions so that I can get some XP, maybe get them some shadow levels, and then we're just going to keep going on our grind. And then go ahead and do equip best. Let's go work on quests. If I do rank ups, I'll bring y'all back, but right now we're not going to be hurting for damage. And this is the C rank done. Okay, so we do several QA in damage right now. So I am probably going to be pushing my rank. I believe we can get up to G, possibly N rank. So I will be pushing as far as I can. There is a castle here in a minute. So I'm almost done with the B rank test. By the way, for time purposes, it's been 4 hours. So not bad. Okay, there's A. Okay, I'm gonna go back to working on quests. I'm probably gonna keep going just as far as I can, just so I can get some checkpoints unlocked. So I can have them for later down the line. We can make it through easily M+, and I still have 5 more ranks to break through, so we may be getting all the way up to M+, which would be kind of nuts. Because we have a lot of quests that I have done, and I would really like the levels that these have. I need to go finish this brute quest, but yeah, there's a lot of these I have done, and I would love the XP, please. We were 51 before I started claiming stuff. Is that it? Cool. 63. And there's S. All right, there was SS. Let's, I'm gonna probably do N and N+, and then we'll jump on over to World 2. Okay, and the N rank test, and that actually scares me. So we're gonna go to World 2. I'm gonna level up a little bit, and then I'm gonna keep doing more of these. I want to actually do stuff other than doing rank tests. After doing like 4 back to back to back to back. I also want to go check on our idiots that are currently in expedition. All right, let's pull these guys out. Lame. 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 And I got 1 level up. That's not great. Okay. But we did get other quests done. We got these 2 done. Oh, we are so close to getting that 75 upgrade, which will be very, very nice. All right, World 2. This also means we can start going, and since we're SS rank, we can now go into Infinite Desert. So if I am stuck and need to farm the tickets, we will go farm the tickets. But yeah, I'm gonna get to work on these quests, and yeah. And we already got our G rank done. Nice. There's N rank. And we've officially hit 75, which is a big level for us because of a few things. Go over here to stats. 1, getting tons of bonuses here. 2, we now are going to be able to do this, which is going to give us a lot more damage. So I am very excited for that. Also, I think I'm almost done with area, and then I'll be moving on to the next. Okay, sorry if there's a wind noise, but we managed to get some new N ranks, and that would be Sky. So I'm excited about that because that's a big damage boost for us. So yeah, there was a G rank dungeon. I went ahead and snagged that real quick, and we have some expeditions to claim because it's been a minute since I was in the game. We actually have quite a bit of tickets, so I'm happy about that. We got a ton of availables. I got a ton of finished. So let's go ahead and wrap these up. One, so I can get rid of some of these guys. We got a legendary core. Happy about that. Lots of level ups. Lots of tickets. Nice. We scored. Let's see. Tickets, we're up to 389. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, next step, what we're going to do, let's go back over to expeditions. I'm just going to send... Ooh, this may be a little rough. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, some of these are requiring some pretty high statted guys, and I don't have that. Oof. But we've got our brand new shadows. Let me go see their damage real quick. 20 QI. That'll at least get us M+. So I'm going to run and do that real quick. I also have some other quests. I have this brute quest I got done, which also added some other quests for me. We got the Dragon City quest. We have Elf, which I need to go start doing that because I definitely can. Especially while the event's still going on, where it appears twice a day. And there is the N+ player rank. Easy. And we have already awakened, so more easy. And there is M rank. And there is M+. So, since I have last left y'all, we have been working on all of the quests. We now have an issue of I am lacking ranks, levels, I'm lacking levels, so I have to have 150. I have to reach floor 65, and it's just a ticket grind at this point. Currently, we are sitting at time played 7 hours. So slightly slower than with the summer. We definitely have started hitting that wall, because I did summer last time, and I was able to score, I believe, some M's at this point. And right now, I have an M+ and a ton of N's. I have better stuff than I had, but this is where we're currently sitting. So I have a few things I need to work on. We are currently sitting at 127. So it's not bad. And now I'm going to start working on agility because my reach is okay at this point. And titles, we're racking up a few. And subtitles definitely been getting some good stuff there. I also don't have a whole lot of damage on my side right now. They're only doing 405 SX. So I definitely need levels. And I need relics. I need tickets. So that is going to be the main focus. So it may be a hot minute before I have an update. We now have a full team of M+. We had a XY in dungeon spawn, so I went and farmed that like my life depended on it. So we got a big buff in damage. I have also been to floor 50. So I did go get some titles, so I got the Castle Stalker. We also went and did the Infinite Desert. I got some stuff from that. So we're at 137. I actually have a ton of quests I haven't claimed, and I'm kind of holding off on that. So I actually also have a full inventory of shadows. So I have not gotten rid of them because I want to level them all up. Because my expeditions are expensive. I don't know why. My expeditions are expensive, and I needed actually in there. I could finish my index. So I could get the subtitle. Me some more damage. Yeah, make sure you're doing your dungeons, guys, because, I mean, an extra 2%. I have some very good news. We just hit 150. Which also means we get our next talent. And we have a talent I'm very much so looking for, which is shared loot. That will make gearing these guys up so much faster. Alright, we're sitting at about 11 hours. 11 hours. It's been such a joy. I did manage to find a bat. But the other thing we managed to get that I'm actually kind of excited about is we have enough tickets to start buying some game passes. So the first one we're actually going to buy is Times Two Drop Chance. This is so we can start collecting some really good relics. We will get extra relic next. Probably slide on down to VIP for the item storage, the extra equip, and the XP. And then probably go to extra equip. I am getting worried with our DPS and how low it is if we're going to be able to do this. So, I really need a low-end hunter to spawn so I can do the hunter dungeon. So I then can start doing some of the other stuff associated with that. And we just had an end rank Slayer spawn, which I'm sad about. I wish it was a little bit higher, but whatever. But I will be going and doing face heal. Because that also has a pretty good leveling relic I can score. And that will be lots of goodies for me. But yeah, that is the update that's going on. This part's just super slow. Not super fun either, so. My goal is to get to GM plus by 16 hours. Problem is I need relics. So this is currently what our shadows are leveled up to be so far. That one's about to tear up again, which will be more damage for me. Yay! I just got a very, very good drop. In that, we got a Echo Shard. An S-rank Echo Shard even, which is even better. So let me go check my DPS real quick. We are good for the GM test. Infernal Castle. If I pop the potion, we could get to 60, but I don't think it's 60. I think I need 65. It is. But we can at least go take the test, which is what I really wanted. So when I have another break time, which I actually need to go to World 2 to make sure I get the crown, we should have that. If I can get a second relic, that'll also be... We can go do that. Okay. We're making moves. I'm happy about that. And GM test is done. But I still gotta hit floor 65. I'm gonna be honest. I was really stuck. For a while. Like, I couldn't figure out how to get my DPS up. And then I kind of noticed something. I had a weapon in my inventory that was doing a lot of damage. And mind you, my guys were doing like 200 SX. I'm like, let me go check out weapons. So I'm going to let you know for where I'm at right now. If I unequip this, let me show you how bad damage is. Mind you, this isn't without relics. This is without anything else that's benefiting them. Other than some titles. Okay. Shadow Infinity and getting sharpness on this. Yeah. That's a big difference. I want to say another word, but I can't. So, I'm going to be using this setup to go get my GM. I don't know if I will have the DPS after that to get the GM plus. But once we get into the plus, I know we'll be able to go get some M rank units. Or shadows. Which, that'll be easier to farm. We'll have a lot of damage increases. So, that I am excited for. Now, I do want to comment. I did not change my talents around at all. Like, it's still all full shadow. I probably could get even more if I had more tickets. Problem is I don't have more tickets. But this is what we got for loadout right now. I went full send on weapon mastery. Once you hit about M+, I'm going to recommend you go pick up a weapon until you get to GM plus, especially if you're not able to use summer or a battle pass. So for those of you that get stuck, I picked this bad boy up. So now I'm just waiting for castle to spawn. We're gonna go do castle, and yeah, I think GM plus, I'm gonna have to go get another relic spot. I also would love to redo my talents, because that's another 30% weapon damage, increased attack speed, increased crit. That would also be nice. We may actually be that level by the time I get there, but yeah. No, this was hard. I had to use big brain. The relic I am using, I got from Desert. So for those of y'all wondering what I'm using, you can also probably use the Frostbound core. These kind of end up to be the same. I had this one at a higher tier, so I was just using it. All right, we are down to the final idiot. Honestly, we have a lot more time than I thought we would. Here we go. So let's go ahead and hit this button. Go and get our GM rank. I do kind of actually want to see how much damage we do. I can just go to my inventory. So I should have gotten a damage buff for weapons. I did. Shadows should have also gotten a damage buff. They did. They definitely did. Well, mostly from my weapon, and they need to level up first. Let me have them kill this real quick. That should level them all up. So our next problem, if I am correct in what I remember from, or we can just go look. Oh, we just need floor 70. Oh, I thought it was 75. Oh. Well, this changes things. Well, I'm gonna go do the Keymaster quest, so that should not take us that long. But yeah, we've got to do 1 octillion. Okay, I'm gonna have to have a good think on that. And big quest completed with Keymaster. That also gives us potions, and I like potions. Okay, but Keymaster gives us a really good one, which is the best drop chance in the game. I'm gonna be really honest, it really hasn't been that long since we got our GM stuff done. I am now doing the GM plus test. I went and got a Venom Halo. Got it all nice and rolled up. And Venom Halo is from Cursed High. We're not even at the highest one yet. And we're done. That is the the GM plus test done. Which means we just need to get to level 200 and floor 70, which we have the DPS to do that already, but I don't know if I want to pull the trigger yet on doing that. Good. I'm just scared after what happened last time. So I guess I'll go give it a go. I'll bring y'all back. So a little bit of context, there was a Cursed High dungeon before this started, and Cursed High had a better weapon that I was able to get. So here it is. I also was able to get the relic from there. So my damage is higher than what we just showed in the previous clips. But for weapon damage, getting Cursed Finger, that is one of the best things you can get. I'm going to let y'all know how mad I am right now because of how easy this is. Yes, we're on 68 already. I still have an hour on the clock, and I just started popping potions. And for those of y'all worried about 200, I have quests in here. We're gonna get the floor 70 quest done. Like, I'm not worried about it. So I just kind of want to comment what our DPS is real quick. I am using the Void Fang, and because of the potion, that's how high it is. I'm also commenting that because I want to see what our damage increase when we hit GM plus. I don't know if y'all remember my last Noob to Pro. I think I was here at like 19 hours. Yeah, so 16. And there you go. Floor 70. Go ahead and start claiming. GM plus. So our damage with our weapon doubled. I'll take that. Now, what do I need for the UGM? Floor 80. So for floor 80, we need 2 to 300 OC. I'm gonna go get some levels, because I do also believe if I need level 250 for that. I just had it selected and I'm stupid. 275. I need a little bit more levels than I thought. Okay. I think I'm gonna go work on some quests. Go see about getting some damage increases for myself. Alright, we got an N rank dungeon. I'm also gonna go ahead and buy a faster clicker, so it makes me attack faster. Since we are using swords anyways. Hey, we made it to floor 75. I actually haven't been here yet. And we got a title. Hey. I'm trying this from, I think, floor 50 is where I started. Yeah, no, I was just wanting to get floor 80 knocked out. Because I would rather our level be the issue than... Also, I'm running out of main quest to do. Like, I'm running out of quests. And I can't do the Demon Slayer dungeon. I don't do enough damage. Yet. We may be able to do it after I get HGM. By the way, I just want to let y'all know, I haven't touched the battle pass at all. Really wish I had. Just go a lot faster. So y'all may have noticed there was a little bit of jump there, especially in level and in gear. Just realize I am trying to farm up weapons and doing quests. So instead of this being 6.5 hours long, which was what the full footage was, I have no idea how long this video is now. This is what y'all got. So keep in mind, I am doing weekly quests, daily quests, farming dungeons. I'm doing the highest tier dungeon I can manage to get a weapon right now. So just kind of keep that in mind, that if you're seeing these big jumps, that's what I'm doing. So that's what you need to be doing as well if you're following this as a guide. And there's floor 80. Okay, so it's been a little bit. We are over a day of playtime. It has been, what, we finished at 14 hours, so it's been over 12. XP grinding is hard. Like, no joke, man. But this last dungeon should level us up. I am probably going to finish the rest of this after there, because there's an update literally tomorrow when I'm recording this. Probably gonna finish this after that. So what I'm also gonna do, quests, go ahead and get HGM. Go. But yeah, what is the next quest? I don't remember. Yeah, it's to be 350. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep running this dungeon, and yeah, we will finish this definitely after the next update. So I just wanted to bring y'all back to this, so at least I had, you know, showing y'all us getting here. What is our damage with our weapon? Because we got a definite boost. Not as much as I would have liked, but I guess we will deal with it. So I have been a little bit busy as far as titles go. Did get Sandstorm Reaper, finally hit that. We got Snow Monarch. I am seriously lacking on quests, if you can't tell. I almost got Purge the Colony, like, we're just on Ant Queens. But I probably, after this dungeon, will just leave it until the next update. Unless I see an N-rank dungeon, then I'll probably hop on and grab that real quick. Also, this is our relic setup so far. I do have 2 G ranks. We got Cursed Finger up to G, and I did score Core Rebirth. Alright, we're back with this account. We have a slight problem. Well, we have some good and some bad stuff. Let's go with the bad. There's now a new battle pass. Can't touch it anyways. The whole point of this is I'm not going to do this. The problem is, the other battle pass ended, and it auto-claimed all of the rewards for me, whether I wanted them or not. So, I'm not going to touch any of them. I do believe there wasn't any relics being given. There wasn't... I won't claim this, so got to make sure that's in there. I won't claim the dust bundle. I won't claim the cash or the gem. I'll keep all that. Unfortunately, the potions and things like that, I can't control. And it looks like the devs are trying to keep a battle pass in the game permanently. So we're going to call this kind of a wash. We did get a mount. However, I'm already using Snow Bear. I'm using the Moon Gecko. And my flying mount, I'm using the bat I found. Now, shadows, this is where, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do something I don't want to do. I am going to go ahead and sell him. The reason is you're going to see here in a minute, because there's one other thing we got that I cannot get rid of. So, goodbye. Is we got Sunseeker. Sunseeker gives us 2% drop chance. So, I'm going to I nuked that other guy so that it'll be fair for this. Yeah, I know. I know. All right, but brand new day, brand new set of everything. We have the new Kaiju world I do want to go do because that's going to be a lot of XP. Looks like we've got a pretty decent setup for a pretty decent setup for a lot of these. Okay, I'm happy with that. So we're going to get back to working on getting levels. I am going to go do the new Kaiju area because that's going to give us weapons. Now, the reason I held off originally finishing this was we were hitting our max point for weapons. But now that Kaiju has been here, this is actually going to give us the weapons we need in order to hit UGM+. So, honestly, levels is going to be my big issue because I have to get, I do believe 70? I'm at, sorry, 68 levels, and I need the weapon from Kaiju. Now, one good thing is that this now gives more experience, so this will be a lot more worth it for us. So these are the weapons that I'm talking about. They are going to be significantly better than what we have. I think I'm unfortunately going to have to go for this one. So I'm going to need some cash. Because currently we're working with a octillion. Yeah, these are all octillion. Now, we did also get tickets. And I am never one to shy away from tickets. But I am going to go ahead and buy the more quests. Because I will need those quests. But unfortunately, I can't use them until I reset them. So I have to spend more tickets anyways. So, don't get mad at me. I don't care. So we got very lucky and got a double dungeon, and I have been using the Kaiju runes to farm up enough of the mythic axes so that we can get an A rank. And we should have one after this, which will be a massive damage boost for us. That should give us more than enough damage to go ahead and work our way to, probably can go ahead and do the test. And we can go ahead and possibly try floor 90. I gotta double check, but I think my math is right. All right, let's hit that. There we go. Okay. Hello, Mr. Blacksmith. I would like to speak with you about my car's extended warranty. So, should be enough for 3. Yep. Go ahead and combine these up. All right, let's go ahead and roll on this. If I can get that, I need that sharpness on there. Okay. I'm gonna keep working on levels because that'll get me dust and stuff. Ooh, I'll go do that here in a minute, but I'm gonna go see what we can do as far as over here. I don't know how much of this raid we'll be able to do, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, we can't do the Iron Wolves. At least not until we hit, higher. Okay, and we have the UGM test done. There we go. Okay, so I have managed to go ahead and go to floor 80. So I managed to roll some pretty decent enchants. Not perfect, but we do a lot of damage. So I'm gonna see if from floor 80 we can push to floor 90. I don't think so, but I'm at least gonna give it a try. Biggest denominator right now is levels. I need 54 more. So my shadows currently are doing 1-0, which is not that much damage to be frank, but current time we're sitting at is 1 day, 5 hours, and almost 6. Not too bad. And our damage does go up to where we need to be. So I could, in the next few towers, try on up. But I'd rather get my level up, to be honest. Okay, I'll see what we can farm up. I'll bring y'all back when we hopefully get blood weapon. I doubt we're going to hit 90. But I can at least do this for a little bit. Alright, I'm going to do a run up to... from 50 up to 90. Should be easy. We do over the damage required. And we, I believe, are about to hit level 300. Yep. Here we go, 300. This is a huge level stone for me. We're already back up to max, and we now can get blood weapon. Yes. This will make clearing a lot easier. Alright. So we're almost done. We're down to our last two little goobers. We are at 1 day, 7 hours. Probably it's going to be about 43, 42 minutes by the time this is done. But definitely getting it. I definitely can tell that blood weapon is hitting them because I'll watch their health, like a big chunk go away. So that definitely helped. But we're almost done. I got a little nervous when we got here and we only had 20 minutes left, but managed to clear it pretty quickly. So now I get to spend the next long while trying to get these done. The other thing I'm going to try to do is try to do at least the raids when they pop up, just so that I can have them. I don't think I will be able to... Oh god, no, they have 22. Good lord, no. I'm going to get back to working on levels. This is going to take a while, but it'd be good. So currently with the battle pass, I already have 28 levels done. Yeah. All right, so we just got a huge buff. And it is actually this relic right here, the Iron Owl Fang. Although it is a very low tier one, this is actually huge because it's going to give us an XP buff. Which means from here on out, the next 49-ish levels, I will be getting at least a little bit of a buff. And as you can see, I have several of these I would love to claim right now. I'm going to see if I can clear out this one real quick one more time. Just to see if we can get a better one, because the one we got kind of sucks. So I'll see if we can get that. I did change my stats to be Shadow, Agility, and Reach. This is just to help with the dungeons. I'm probably going to put the rest of it in player speed because we're going to be running a lot of dungeons from here on out. So that's the strat. We got the one piece of the puzzle I really needed. And I'm just going to see if we can get a better one. If not, I'm just going to upgrade it. And I'm going to get to grinding. We just got very lucky. And we can now craft a G rank of that little thing. Alright. Go over to upgrader. I literally just needed a singular one more. That. Do legendary cores. I can't get that, but that alone, that's a huge buff. That's a huge buff. I believe we actually have enough for a game pass. We do. And it's not the one you think. It is actually Instant Arise, and that is to help us get these quests done. Because Instant Arise is actually one of the ones that drives me batty. See? Quest done. Immediately put that on. I was done with that quest. So right now I'm spam resetting dailies, and there's a lovely G rank double dungeon. Alright, little bit of an update. One, it is currently 1 day, 12 hours, so we've hit the 36-hour mark. Two, I kind of wanted to bring y'all back, other than the fact that we just hit 325. My battle pass, I just noticed, is at max. So we started this with, what, 4 hours over? So it took me 8 hours to max the battle pass. All I am doing, guys, is just refreshing the daily and the weeklies after I get the stuff done. I am starting to do the Master of Dungeons just because I need so many tickets to do refreshing. And because I'm free to play and can't use the battle pass, and I really can't use expeditions because we don't have good shadows. I just wanted to bring y'all back for this little part. That just, you know, just letting y'all know, for those of you, if there is a battle pass in the game, It really doesn't take that long. It just requires a little bit of grinding. Like, if you can do expeditions, that's the way to go. Doing what I'm doing is stupid. All right. We are at 347, and we are very close to being done. I just reset all of this, and it's brute. Only thing we got that was usable was brute. How dare you, game? I was hoping for something a little bit better, but I guess we'll use the winter area. So currently we are sitting at 1 day, 15 hours. So that's just shy of 40 hours right now. There's that level up. So I'm going to go work on the brute quest I have here. Unless there's an N rank dungeon going on that I don't know about. No, it's a D rank. It's Garbo. Well, our final dungeon is an SS, and I'm probably going to guess we're going to max out on this. So I need enough for a potion. I've got 2 quests completed. And that last run just gave us enough tickets. I can go ahead and reset the dailies. So we'll do that as soon as I spawn in. So reset. Ticket shop. I need you to work right now and not be difficult. Thanks. Oh. Maybe not. We got really unlucky there. I guess we'll have to see what I can scrape out of this. So right now we're almost at 11k, and you remember how I wanted that relic? So times 3, this should almost give us 6k. Yeah, that gave us closer to 7. This is our last one, and we will hopefully be level 350. So excited. Should do us, I think, if my math's right. Dungeon sweep. Yeah, it's a 2k one. It's a big chunky boy. Yeah! Got that done. UGM, here we go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's leave the dungeon and let's check out all of our stats, see where we're at, all that. So I thought we were going to be done with this account. We're not. Y'all wanted me to get it up to HGM plus, so we're going to do that. But we have a bunch of new quests that have been added. We have 2 new ranks I need to get through, so let's go ahead and do that. I need to reach floor 100, level 400, and I need to do the HGM test. We have brand new weeklies and dailies. Let me grab the codes real quick because we have the new Titan update. So let's go ahead and do wall, Titan. Okay, tons of new tickets. I like that. Let's go ahead and get a XP booster. Okay, before I do that, we also need to reset our stats because they have changed stats. We now have this lovely thing down here, which is going to eat into a lot of my points. So first things first, we need to get to max level. Well, not max, but we need to get to the level we need to be at. So reset stats, cool. Okay, that's now max. Let's go ahead and do weapon mastery to 300. So still kind of focusing on that. We'll see how that goes. And then we'll do 55 into agility and reach, which is going to suck for a little bit, but eh. Okay, relics. There is no way I'm going to be able to get this up to N rank, so I'm not even going to sweat it right now. Titles. I don't have the subtitle that gives you extra XP, so we can't really use that right now. Oh well. Okay, let's go ahead and hit the potion. About 2. We have a ton of quests. Because it's all from hitting Infinite Castle like this one. Huge boon. Lots of level ups. Yay. And then we have all the Infinite Deserts, which that needs to kind of be the next big thing we focus on. So I'm just going to go through and claim all these. All right. We're done. Cool. All right. We still have to do Save Wall City, so I may go work on that. $3.99. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. We did get 88 levels though, so that'll be good. Because that way I can at least get this back up. Alright, I'm going to go work on some wall quests. Go ahead and get leveled up. I don't know if I can do the HGM test. I will need to do some research. I don't even know how much damage I do anymore. I believe 2 of these are I can actually use. Yes. Also need to see how much the new weapon's gonna cost me. They have changed how a lot of stuff works. They changed how dungeons work. But big thing we need to work on today is getting some better shadows. Luckily, with the new M+ dungeons, that's not gonna be too hard. Alright, so we got a M dungeon, ultimate rank up room. There we go. And let's go ahead and hit it with a double rune. Yay. That means everything in here is going to be M+ and possible us to get GMs. And there we go. We already have a full team of M+. What are we looking for? Got our first GM, guys. Awesome. Let's go. Second GM. I'm going to play that back again because that's stupidly OP. And hopefully we can get a full GM team. Bring y'all back when we're done. We got 6 GMs, which is very good. Very good. So now it's time to farm tickets so I can respec into doing shadow damage. That's gonna be, we're gonna have to switch over. I'm not gonna be able to pull off enough damage. So first things first, let's go ahead and I'm just gonna reset skill points because now we are just farming XP and weapon master or shadow mastery. There we go. How are our guys looking? Okay, a little bit of a damage downgrade, but until I can reset my talents, yeah, once we can get that, this will be a little bit easier. Not sweating it. So now it's just to farm tickets. Okay, I'm gonna have to comment that the fact that you now can get M+ dungeons is so overpowered. Like, oh my god. Because currently right now to get to floor 100, which is kind of our only limiting factor, floor 100 requires 40 to 60 DC. So I need 1 more shadows too. I'm going to need battle passes or game passes that I have not picked up yet. I have a feeling this day is just going to be a ticket farm. See that we leveled up. I need 1 more. Dang. Balance. Reset. Oh, that'll be so nice now that they share. Rune Master's going to be epic. Tidal Fusion's going to be great. I should do Shadow General, but right now I'm not going to fuss too much with it. And I get 2 relics on everything. Alright. We have 2 for Shadow level. Crown of Snow is not great. So that needs to be my next thing to upgrade. See what our DPS is at. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I'm gonna mess around with this for a little bit and grind some levels, and I'll bring y'all back. Well, I went ahead and got myself a S rank snow crown, and we can now do these low end ones. I can start sending them out and get tiers on them. Y'all have no idea how excited I am. Okay, so it has to be the GM rank ones. Okay, understood. Well, I went ahead and grinded up some key dungeons, and I believe may have to change some dust over. We can't upgrade that to a double S. Actually, we can upgrade that up to a G. Let's go ahead and do that, because that's a huge level increase. So now if we quit both of those, plus our title. Okay, 2.3. How are y'all doing? I need to get them a whole increment, so they need about 100 times more power. Okay. Hey, we're working on it. We're working on it. Okay. I'm gonna keep doing the key dungeons I was doing, because honestly, those were some really good 1 experience. 2, I got tickets. It gets me dust. So I'm just gonna keep working on this. And the dungeons have been poo-poo right now, so. Oh my god. We just got a GM+. I was not expecting that. I was running this dungeon with double runes and ultimate rank up, and we got a GM plus. Okay, we got enough tickets to do the talent reset. And I want the split. We are nowhere near where we need to be. I know someone in the comment section is going to be like, but you need the damage. We are nowhere near the damage. We need so much stuff. Yeah, and so it makes this so much faster. Yeah, no, this is... yeah, this is a lot better. Also means I can do my test here in a little bit when that pops up. Okay, finally got enough cores and enough dust where we can go on ahead and get Core of Rebirth up to N rank. There we go. Max rank, max levels. Nice. That's a big boon. Definitely a big boon. Okay. Alright, I should be getting extra relic equip here in probably this dungeon. And with that, we have enough to get the first of the 3 relics I want to pick up. Or 3 game passes. Extra relic. That one will be huge. Save loadout 2. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Damage is getting better. Getting so much better. I don't even have the title on yet. I'm also working on tearing these guys up slowly. Slowly but surely. I'm gonna get back to work on getting tickets because we need to get the extra equip. And then I need VIP. Okay. I have been busy at work. This. We now and then get extra equip, or I could buy VIP, which will give me a ton of extra stuff. Probably gonna go ahead and just go extra equip. We have run into a hair of a problem, which is I have hit a damage cap. So as you can see, we've been flying through this. However, at this point I had hit a huge roadblock. Damage. You need 40 to 60 DC in order to hit floor 100. That's just getting to it, I'm hoping. So I ended up upgrading my crown. I also ended up tearing up my shadows, which if you don't know what that is, it's when they get kills, they tear up so they gain extra levels. Well, you can kind of cheese this by using expeditions and using what is called a kill potion. This allows you to get ×2 basically XP from what it's giving them from the expedition. So I went ahead and did this in a hope and a dream that this would actually work. And test is done. So get it. So yeah, this doesn't bode well. So what I'm about to do is I'm gonna go get up to 450 and see if we are not stuck. If you can't tell by the sound of my voice, I'm not happy because I have, like, you have to use the battle pass at this point. And I don't want to. And even with the battle pass, I don't think we'll get it. Because the battle pass is just going to give us 1 GM plus. I don't even think if I got all 3 of the GM pluses, I would be able to get through it without a guild. So I've done some math. There is no way currently for us to defeat Jungle Monarch if I can't get that quest line done unless I get help. I cannot progress in Desert. I cannot progress in Infinite Castle. Even if I hit max level and get the 35% buff that you get from that, it won't do anything. So what I'm about to do is ticket farm. Because if we get 2,500 tickets, we can create our own guild. That will give us a bigger boon than if I go and get VIP. While I cannot join a guild I never specified in the beginning I couldn't create one. So that is what we will be doing. And I'm probably going to be doing so many dungeons that we probably will be very close to max level anyways. I have 2,500 tickets I need to go farm up. Currently, this is what we're looking at. Almost 2 days of playtime. So let's see how long it takes me to farm up these tickets. My guess is going to be 4 or 5 hours. We get lucky with dungeons. Okay. We have hit 2-day mark, but we have 3 of these. So I will take that. Many dungeons later, and we have enough, finally. I have 9. Let's go ahead and buy our last one, and we will have our own guild. I am sad that this was not completable without it, but I literally ran every number possible, and there was no way. But this will be my guild. So it will be the Noob to Pro only guild. You need to fill in all the boxes. Oh my god. Awesome. Let me add gems to this. And then let's go. Oh, I'm going to be here forever with these upgrades. Let's grab extra relic. Extra shadows. Forgot I got to get so many. I actually don't think I have enough GMs for this. No, I may. I do. Cool. Oh, I'm going to be here for a while. Okay. I'm going to rank this up. I'm going to go grind some tickets because I have to be able to reset in castle. We are on 95. We have an hour and 30 left. This is what we have so far. I have been increasing weapon damage slowly. I'm hoping that maybe we could get this high enough to actually make a difference. I doubt it, but blind hope does help. Currently, our DPS is hovering around 25 to 30 DC. I just need to hit floor 100. I don't need to, or finish floor 99. I don't need to kill the guy because then I get tons of stuff, tons of goodies once we hit floor 100. So that's the only hope. So far they've been clearing pretty quickly. I'm going to be honest, the MVP was me grabbing that. So, and then the rest of these, yeah. Some of these aren't max, which that's fine. I'm not gonna fuss too much about. And then we have these 5 that are nowhere near max. They've been gaining some stuff while we've been running through here. So. But I'm gonna keep letting this cook, and hopefully we can get it. Now, one thing y'all did see on those shadows on that screen, those are called infusions. They are buffs in order to increase your shadow's damage. Highly recommend getting it. It helps out a lot. Just wanted to add that little tidbit in there. Yet again, I have been thwarted. However, we have made significant progress. So we're now hitting 30 DC? Not bad. Not bad at all. However, still not good enough. I have a few theories as to what I need to do to rectify this. So while we did waste some time, I'm not going to waste my entire hour doing that because that would be fruitless. So I'm going to see if I can't get this. If I can at least help y'all figure out. So it's been about 3 hours since that 2 o'clock mark. But I have a few things I want to try. One of which is getting this to end rank. So that would involve keys, my favorite. The second would be spending a little time grinding gems so I can get this up. I'm also probably going to use the expeditions and send some of my less maxed out shadows off on that. So I'm gonna get that all set up. I'll bring y'all back. Hopefully we will have some results soon. I'm probably going to take a break though for a little bit and I'll let these guys cook. Okay, just to give y'all a hair of an update. So this is where we kind of stand on DPS right now. I did get a GM dad just randomly. I need to get him still leveled up, but he's better than the other GM I had, so we're taking it. I am down 2 legendary cores. We've got enough pots to get through the dungeon or through castle. I am currently 432. I'm kind of at I can't do a whole lot more now unless I grind a ton of tickets. So we're gonna see, because I get into 90, I'll also get a huge XP boost. I'm hoping that'll do something. Oh, I don't think we'll get past this wave. No, we were so close. No. No. Come on. Hold the line. Hold the line. Okay, after failing, we finally got enough to get the last of our of our 2 damage relics to get another one up to N rank. Finally. Never had such an issue getting legendary cores. This is ridiculous. I think I'm upgrading Echo Shard. Gives me like a level and a half. Yeah, I am. Okay. Hopefully enough. Let me get tickets and we're gonna try castle. Our DPS is definitely a lot better. I'm very frustrated right now. Alright. We're gonna go do castle. If I can't get castle here, I don't know what else to do. Other than I would have to farm Monarch. We will see how this goes. For those of you that are wondering about the defeat in my voice, yes, that would be correct. I have some very good news. We are on floor 99. And it will take us under 3 minutes for each of these guys. So yes, the Discord was correct. You need 40 DC to hit floor 100. So, I will see y'all in about 45 minutes. Okay, let's go ahead and pop a potion. So we're going to go ahead and grab HGM rank first. Only give us 2 levels. Ouch. Let's go ahead and grab the Infernal Castle. I probably should have put on the relic that gives me a boost, but that's neither here nor there. Let's go over to titles. We have a brand new title. It's going to give us 5 more levels. That should give us an even more damage increase. Up to 75 DC. Awesome. Here's the problem. For the next one, I need to do UDC. Or UD. Yeah. We need to reach floor 110. Oh, we only need to hit 445, so we're actually pretty close on that one. Yeah, they'll be able to take him down. Alright, I'll bring him back when we're close on him. It's gonna take a minute. This is very good because this means I don't have to run the whole thing to be able to farm this. Because I'm killing him in under 15 minutes. I don't think y'all realize how huge that is. Because I remember having to farm this on my main account and it was a nightmare. So yeah, slowly build your team up where, you know, you can just do what I'm going to be able to do, which is just farm this. Do 2 runs so you have 2 chances to get the relic. Get him. Oh, we didn't get the drop. But this is big. This is huge. Oh, I'm excited. And we got him. So we got to start collecting him. And good morning. Alright, so we've got everybody back. They all went on a lovely adventure on a little rocket ship. I believe these guys are all max now. Yeah, they're all max. We had a real few stats, so everyone's kind of optimized. So we are working through White Flame. We'll get our 2 tries on him. I'm already 439. I went ahead and reset it into Shadow General just to kind of make it easier for grinding tickets. So I went ahead and gathered up some keys. So we got 15 Hunter, 15 Hurricane, and then I think we got cores. Yeah, we got a few cores. So if we get a low end relic, E. What I'm gonna do after this run for castle, unless there's like an M plus dungeon that spawns, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is go work on desert, getting 90 and get that knocked out. That'll be some XP, and I'm probably gonna go do the HGM plus test. So I'll bring y'all back when we get something from there. I still don't do enough damage to Jungle Monarch to do anything about it, so I'm not really gonna stress about this quest. I'll bring y'all back. Hopefully we can get the relic. So basically we get 2 tries an hour, so let's see how long it takes me. Hopefully not 18 tries. And now we have the HGM plus test, and I'm almost done. And we just got a M plus double red dungeon, so I'm about to go run and do that. There we go. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and get instant destroy. And then we got a little bit left over, and I'll just hold on to that. Yeah, why not? We just got so lucky. 3rd try, and we got the... That is so huge. Let's go see how far we can get it up first. That is really low. I don't have enough to get it to A rank. We need to get it as high as we can. We will have to see. I may have to transmute some stuff down, but that's fine. Epic. Let's go. We got it all the way to G rank. Oh my god, that is huge, 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 huge. Okay, let's check damage. That is a lot of damage. What do I need? I think unfortunately we need a lot higher. That'll definitely get us a 90, so I can get a buff there. Oh my god, I need so much for the next tier. Well, we got through 90, okay. We're blazing on to 100, so we'll see. If I can hit 100, that means we get this right here, and we got that one. That's a huge boon. That's 50%. Okay, well that failed. We are now max level. There we go. Gives us a bunch of new stuff, including one. Our max damage has dramatically increased. Okay, I thought the increase would be a little bit higher, but it's better than nothing. Now I need 3 more legendary cores, and we can get Dim core sorted. All right, we got enough cores to get the N rank Dim core. All right, there we go. N rank, so it gives 63 levels now, which is a lot. Damage without a pot, 12 to 11 UD. I think almost at 13. I think we can now do wave 100. Don't think we have it. I think there's too many. And I don't know what to do with my DPS at this point. I think I need another GM Monarch. And even then, I don't think we're able to beat wave 100. And I know there's someone in the comment section be like, just get VIP, you get 1 extra equip. No, that's not really going to help me. I think what I'm going to go do is I'm going to... Oh, I am in a random server. I'm going to have to hunt GM plus Monarchs. I'll mill on this. I don't know if we'll be able to finish this. So I went into Castle to check it. And which, by the way, the update's in like an hour. I think it's possible. Because I just started at floor 100 and we got to 106. And I haven't switched talents. So I think this is very, very doable. Especially if I'm switching talents. So we're gonna try. Alright. They have just released a new update. And we got stuff we don't want. Go away. You are evil. Go away. Oh, it locked it automatically. Boo. Okay. So, something else we got in this time is we were gifted a title and I can't undo it. Luckily, it's not that great. It's only a 0.5 buff, but we cannot use this. Cannot use this because I don't use battle passes. We got a ton of stuff that added to our inventory. One thing we got that was legit is because we are now level 400, we got this title. So I need to check to see if this is better or if this is better. I'm hoping this is better and that we can get going. So I do 1.29 UD right now. And I have Demon on. Overlord. What does that give me? Oof. We did get some buffs though. We got some shadow levels. We got some other stuff from it, but this is still better. Or for castle to open up so we can try again. What is our DPS at right now? Okay. Still a hair scared, but we'll give it a try. So I did use all those tickets. I'm actually completely out of tickets, but I got Ascension 1 on him. Yeah, let's see what our damage is at now. I have damage relics on? I do. Okay. I'll have to give this a try. Okay. I need to farm up 300 tickets. So we got another GM. Let's go. Another GM plus. Oh, these runes. These runes. Let's go. Alright, I did do some rerolls. Because EA is now so common. Yeah, we were able to get some pretty decent buffs on our guys, so I'm very happy with this. This is the best we're gonna get. I'm gonna actually go to World 1 and try to farm up as much as I can for our new Monarch, and then we'll go do Castle. And so it begins. I did manage to get him up tiered a little bit, so he's not leveled all the way up yet, but he's at least Elite Knight, and I'll probably pop another potion. I don't know what my potions are buying, which aren't, so we're gonna call this a wash, and I don't want to hear anything in the comment section about it. That's all I gotta say. I'm low-key a little bit mad, a little bit raging right now. Just a hair. Look at the timer at the top of the screen. Look what floor we're about to hit. Maybe needed like 30 UD. I could have come in here so long ago and finished this. So mad. But we're getting it done. Yeah, the Discord's a little bit wrong. We could have been done with this a hot minute ago, but yeah, whatever. I let them know that there was a problemo. Gonna grab an XP potion. Because we're almost done. We're almost done. I'm so excited. Alright. We are done. We are now HGM Plus. Without using the Battle Pass shadows. Without joining a guild. Without getting any help. Oh, I am so excited. So let's go through everything. So, time officially is 2:14. Balance. Level 452. My stats. Go ahead and put some stuff in there. Titles that we have unlocked. Still can't believe I didn't get the Arm Slayer for that one. Main one. Not bad, not bad. We didn't get some of the ones down here, mostly just I couldn't do them. I can probably do them now, though. Quest we have left. Mounts. I actually got quite a few, like, rare mounts. I'm happy with that. Flying mounts is actually the rare one. We got a rare one of those and a shadow bat. Weapons, just for giggles. I never really... It didn't... After we got past that, it didn't really become useful. Hey. And this is all of our relics. That was the damage loadout I used. We got quite a few. I'm happy about that. Our shadows. This was huge. I know y'all are going to fuss about me about some of the other stuff, but considering we lost time for bad information, I'm going to take it. And I also wanted to show that it was very, very possible. We did get a full team. How did our guild look in the end? Go ahead and dump these last little bit. So this was our guild. Again, me, myself, and I. What's my level? Like, what's the level of this thing? We got up to level 20. The Blah Guild. The Blah Guild is the best. And also, no battle pass. And here are my game passes that we bought. Oh boy. Alright, final stats, and then we're gonna call it, plebs. Cash. Shadows arisen, enemies defeated, dungeons cleared. Lots of dungeons. How many M+ dungeons did I clear? 73, Jesus. Desert, Infinite Castle. I'm gonna be honest, I am not ever gonna do a Noob to Pro. If they add more ranks, I will come back to this account and we'll keep playing it and see how the game's balanced. But yeah, no, I'm not doing this no more. Oh god. Hey guys, this video took me 60 hours of gameplay and probably close to about 30 hours of editing because I wanted to make it as best as I could. So if you have not already, please make sure you smash the like button, do the same subscribe button, and also comment your favorite part in the video. If there's stuff you're confused about, please comment down below. I'll be more than happy to help. And let me know what you think about these animations. Let me know if you'd like to see them again in the future, especially if I'm doing detailed content and I need to do an overlay, or if you like these better than the normal gameplay and I can just throw some stuff in the background. But thank you for making it this part of the video, and I do greatly appreciate you, and hopefully you have a wonderful day.